What's going on, Daytona fans? It's Kevin here, and it's time for the weekly news roundup. Now, to start things off, sales from June 2018 compared to 2017 had an increase of 8%. Now, what's interesting about this 8% is that 100% of that 8% comes from individuals or families. This doesn't account for fleet vehicles. Now, for those who aren't familiar with fleet vehicles are basically vehicles owned or leased by businesses or governments. And those businesses and governments can be anywhere from taxi companies, buses, police cars, or any kind of commercial cars that are not owned by individuals. You may be wondering, how much is 8%? 8% doesn't seem like a whole lot in our everyday lives, but in FCA sales, that means an increase of 14,916 vehicles altogether. Now keep in mind, FCA is more than just one brand, and there were two brands actually that underperformed for the month of June. That would be Fiat and Chrysler. Now, it's no surprise that Fiat is down in sales, especially with the announcement that they're leaving the US market. Nobody really wants to invest in something that's not going to be around in the near future. Now, for Chrysler, it's also not too much of a surprise, especially with only a few cars in their lineup and not a whole lot of innovation being announced for the Chrysler brand. Alfa Romeo saw the biggest increase only because they're such a young brand in the US market. And to give you an example, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio had an increase of 61,450% in sales compared to last June and this June. Now, you must be wondering, how many cars is 61,000%? Well, in June 2017, they sold 2 Stelvios, and in June 2018, they sold 1,231. Alfa's sales year to date has increased of 229%. Now, just keep this in mind, guys. This is a very new brand. That's why we're seeing such spikes in sales numbers. They may look very good, but there aren't actually that many cars being pushed out and sold. For the Jeep brand, the Cherokee was the winner of month of June, with an increased sales of 88.59% and a total year-to-date increase of 21.84%. It's very clear looking at these charts why FCA is focusing on the Jeep brand. Year to date, there has been an increase of 89,000 vehicles from 2017. So I mean, it would be just financially a smart move to focus on Jeep and Jeep R&D. Now on to our beloved Dodge brand. For the month of June, the Dodge Journey is the winner, with increased sales of 85.84%. However, with a decreased sale of 3.85% year to date. Keep in mind that they included the Viper and the Dart, which are no longer being produced. So with those negative numbers, it dragged the total sales down by almost 4%. And 3.85% equates to about 10,000 cars. Last but not least is the Ram brand. And the winner for June is going to be the ProMaster van with an increase of 87.71%. Now, these ProMaster vans are cargo vans and utilized by anybody who needs to haul a lot of stuff or a lot of large items. I, for one, have definitely been seeing more cargo vans, not just the Ram ones, but the Fords, the Nissans, Mercedes, all of them. Everybody has been buying up cargo vans, and this is a very viable option for construction workers because they can put a lot more in those vans before running out of space. So I'm not surprised to see increased sales numbers coming from Ram, and probably coming from all the other manufacturers who makes cargo vans. Guys, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below on what you think about all this news. I'm going to leave every link to all the articles that I've talked about in the description. That way you guys can read it yourself. And of course, I hope you found this entertaining and educational at the same time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Peace.